What up? Sit down, man. Charlie. These are. What it at? We'll do a rap. Hello, young cocoa butter. Who is you?
Yo, what's up, cats? It's Professor Tricks here, and class is in session. Grab your pens, grab your paper, take some notes. Lesson number 2, completing your class for how to knife in Modern Warfare 3. Now, if you watch my first lesson, it's setting up your perks and all the details of that. So if you're a beginning knifer, you want to learn how to set up your perks, watch my first lesson. Now I'm going to tell you how to complete your class so you can be the best knifer that you can be before you even hit the battlefield. If you're a newbie, you might want to perk up them ears and get your knife on. Now, for your class, you're going to want to set up your primary weapon first. Now, this is a very important part of the class. You might not think so because you don't use the primary weapon, but you are going to want to choose the most mobility enhancing weapon that you can, and that's the submachine gun or the shotgun. So just choose any of your picks out of the submachine guns or shotguns, and you should be good for knifing. Now, the reason is, if you check out the mobility bar, it's maxed out, and as a knifer, you're going to want the most mobility that you can get because you want to move quickly and you want to move in a way where you can evade cats, and choosing a light weapon like the submachine gun or the shotgun with the high mobility affords you just that. Now, for the handguns, this is going to be a very important choice for your secondary. You don't want machine pistols, you don't want launchers, you want the handguns. Obviously, they have maximum mobility as well, but with them also comes additional perks such as akimbo or tactical knives. Now, I recommend either one of these two. As you can see, this is the akimbo knife being displayed on the screen here. This is what I use. This is what I prefer. It's a very quick knife. Has a good lunge to it, and yeah, it looks really violent, and get some good some feeds from that. Now, compare that to the tactical knife, which is quicker, and it does get the job done just as well as the akimbos, if not better. But I don't enjoy the look of them or the feel of them. Just my choice. Here's the comparison of the tack knife here. As you can see, it's really quick. You just stab. You can just stab and stab. So if there's a room full of people, you can definitely take them out if you're doing that proper. So yes, for your secondary, choose the handgun with either akimbo or tactical knife under the attachment category. Now, you want to choose your lethal. It's a no-brainer. You're going to choose the throwing knife. I'm going to do a whole episode on how to use a throwing knife. I mean, I'm still learning myself. It's definitely a hard apparatus, but yes, the throwing knife. Choose that. You have to if you want to be a knifer. All right, now onto your tactical grenade. For me, I used to choose the flash grenade. I don't anymore. Modern Warfare 3 seems like the flash grenades, they kind of fail me all the time. You know, if they're good for you, use them, but right now I'm choosing the concussion grenades. It makes people slower, and I can just run in and stab them. Usually I don't like them being able to see me and shoot me, which is why I chose the flash grenades, but for some reason they just don't seem to work. On top of that, use the smoke grenade if you don't want to use the concussion or flash. I recommend either one of those three, whatever you're the most comfortable with. And you know what? The tactical insertion and the trophy system, they don't really help you with knifing. But if you're comfortable with, you know, the scrambler, the portable radar, you know, use whatever you want in this section. But I highly recommend either flash grenade, concussion grenade, or smoke grenade as a knifer. Those will treat you the best when you're out there on the battlefield. Alright, so now we're going to choose from our strike package. This is your streaks and your point streaks. As a knifer, do not choose from the assault package. At the core of knifing, it's knifing only. So getting kills via anything else other than your knife or throwing knife, it's not kosher. Now, for your support package, which is what you're going to go to first, set up the UAV, the ballistic vests, and the advanced UAV. I highly recommend this. It's good to know where people are in the battlefield, especially when you're knifing, so that's very pertinent. And the ballistic vests, let me tell you, I can attest to the fact that they have saved me in many knife versus assault situations. Plus, you can distribute them to your whole team, so a very useful tool. And advanced UAV is just another UAV out on the battlefield, which I highly recommend. Now, if you want, you can choose from the EMP as well, but you know, a lot of people are using that Assassin Pro, so you know, it doesn't affect them. Same with counter UAVs. But if you want to change out ballistic vests for counter UAV or even use a SAM turret, go right ahead. Now for your specialist package, I highly recommend having lots of fun with this and changing things in and out. Do what you want, but for the perk set that I have here, Extreme Conditioning Pro, Assassin Pro, and Dead Silence Pro, you can have a lot of fun with choosing what you want. Now for the first one, I would recommend Scavenger Pro. Now what Scavenger Pro does for you is if you get 2 kills and you use your throwing knife within that first 2 kills, you immediately get your throwing knife back, which is, you know, very, very good. Plus if you threw a concussion grenade, you'll get those back as well. Now for your second choice, I myself choose Quick Draw Pro. Now Quick Draw Pro, it allows you to recover from equipment and grenade usage quicker. If you don't have Pro, this won't help you, but get Pro, and this is really good. Makes you faster on the battlefield, makes you throw your grenades a lot quicker, and you know, your throwing knife recovery a lot quicker. For your third one, you can choose Sit Rep Pro, which, you know, it brings, I don't have Sit Rep Pro, but it allows you to hear enemy footsteps louder. But for the third one, I personally choose Blast Shield Pro, since, you know, it makes you a stronger soldier out on the battlefield, a stronger knifer. You know, you can live through those grenades that randomly land your way. Now to round everything off, choose a death streak. I'd recommend choosing the lowest one, which is 4. Now you're not going to use this for any reason but being a beacon. And this will be a beacon alerting you that, hey, you know, smarten up, you just died 4 times in a row. It's time to change up your game a little. Don't choose Final Stand, don't choose Martyrdom, choose Juiced. You know, it just lets you run a little quicker, but be careful with that one. Now to recap, for your primary weapon, you're going to want a submachine gun or a shotgun. For your secondary weapon, choose a handgun with either a Kimbo or tack knife. For your lethal, always choose a throwing knife. For your tactical, choose the concussion grenade, smoke grenade, or flash grenade. I use concussion myself. For the strike package, make sure to choose the support or specialist. If you're using support, I recommend UAV, ballistic vest, and advanced UAV. And for your specialist package, I recommend a Scavenger, Quick Draw Pro, and Blast Shield Pro. Alrighty, for your death streak, make sure to choose Juiced. And I know that's a lot to take in, but that's why I'm here to help you out. So if you have any questions, just send them my way. And now I'm going to teach you the first lesson on maneuvering on the battlefield. This is how to deke, coming right up. Alright guys, so I'm going to teach you how to deke and the art of the deke. Now, deking is different from juking. You see, juking is when you're one-on-one with an opponent and there's absolutely no form of cover at all. That's a little more difficult to do, and I will cover that in my next lesson. But right now, I'm going to teach you how to do the clever deke. It's something that I love doing. It's one of my favorite maneuvers, and it involves being one-on-one with another enemy opponent who knows exactly where you are, but there is a third factor in which you can break your line of sight between yourself and the enemy in order to get the kill and fake him out and think that one step ahead. Now, in my first example here, as you can see, I'm running through a building, and right there, I lock eyes with an enemy who knows where I am and can see me. Now, right now, I can stay in this room and do the 50-50 option of waiting for him to enter the room and actually take him out, but in that case, it doesn't give me that much of a chance of killing him since he's prepared to enter this room and kill me with his gun when all I have is knives. So in this split-second moment, I have to think, and this involves also being map aware. Now, I know there's an exit door to my left. Now, how can I utilize that to my advantage? Well, in this deke, as you can see, I'm going to take the exit door, and now that the opponent believes that I'm still in this room, I can now approach him from behind and stab him in the back. Now, let's see that from his perspective. He sees me there, and as you can see, now he's cautious to enter the building. So he's going to take out his dual-wielding FMJs, and he's going to cautiously enter, where it'll leave me time to run around the building and stab him in the back. Now, with the second Deke, it's the same thing. As you can see, I was being shot at from a person down that hallway. So, split second, I have to decide. I know how to get behind him. It's just a short runaway in order to capture the kill. So that's what I do. I just take the short run, and as you can see, he's still slowly walking around, and I get the stab in the back because I did the Deke around the building there. And from his angle, you can see that since he shot me, he feels like I'm going to take him from the same angle. I'm going to come back, but no, I'm going to take him from a different angle, run all the way around, and now I get the kill, stab in the back. And that's just from the player being cautious. Now, this Deke here is a little more intricate. As you can see, I was being shot at from a dude who's up on this stage. I had to think quick. This is a really intricate Deke. I know there's a stage here, and I can lie down here underneath the stage. I break that line of sight. That's the key, is breaking the line of sight so they don't know what you're gonna do. Then I jump up and I run around this wooden pile of boxes that I know is there. And I use that in that split second moment. I know what I'm gonna do. It's from being map aware, and then I take him out from the side because he had no idea what I was doing. Now we'll check it from his angle. He sees me, and as you can see, I break the line of sight by lying underneath the stage. So he's approaching cautiously, and I complete the Deke by running around the box and taking him out. Now the one key with deking is removing that line of sight. As you can see here with my final example, I duck behind the car, remove the line of sight, and I get him from behind. As you can see this again, duck behind the car and get him from behind when he thinks that I'm going left, because I faked left and then I went right. Now the key to deking is obviously removing that line of sight, outthinking your opponent, thinking that one step ahead. You have to assume what your opponent is thinking in that deking situation. You have to assume that they're going to approach you cautiously and that they're going to treat you like a threat that is taking them from the front, where usually when people shoot you from a front angle, they assume that you are going to actually reapproach them from that same angle and duel it out. Well, deking is really, really crucial for knifing in that it allows you to take them from an angle that they're not expecting, ideally from behind, and to complete the deke and get the kill. Just remember, remain that one step ahead and outthink your opponent by knowing your battlefield and knowing that there are multiple ways to get to an enemy apart from going straight on and taking that chance where, you know, it's going to be a 50-50 chance that you get the kill or even less. So keep dekes in mind and make sure to use all the outs and escapes to your advantage, and make sure to circle back around and get your kill when they're not expecting it. Alrighty guys, that ends my lesson number 2, and I hope you join me in the future for lesson number 3, maneuvering on the battlefield as well as movement. Alrighty, I'm gonna check y'all later because I have been commentating and trying to get this done for like hours now. This is probably take number 89 or something. But anyways, yeah, hope y'all have a good evening and peace.